So as a lot of people probably already know, Wizard101 got hacked on Friday, and during this time when it was hacked or spammed by an employee, hacker, I don't know who it was, but during this time there were server-wide messages being sent out to every player. If you're questing, if you're in PvP, if you're training your pet, you're gonna get this message, and it's whatever this person wanted to send out to people. And trust me, they used this to the full extent of their powers that they had. They could type whatever they want, and they definitely did that. So I'm not going to show the profanity ones, but I mean, one of them was literally just the F word. So it's pretty funny to think about someone sending these messages in this game because, and this is probably why this got picked up by the media, because this is a children, targeted game. And everyone knows that. People know of Wizard101, even if they haven't played it in a long time. They know that this game is made for kids. That's how it was marketed. And the fact that these messages are being sent to everyone in the game during this time is pretty hilarious. So let's go through some of the other ones because there are some funny ones in here. One of them is, and this is probably why people think it was a KI employee. So they said, KingsIsle is the worst company I've ever worked for. So they're kind of setting up this scenario of like, I hate my job. I'm going to lash out. I'm going to do one last hurrah and send all these messages to the players to get the word out that I hate KingsIsle and like all this stuff. So I think that's pretty funny. Let's go through some of these other ones. We also have the Wizard Police are after me. Email support@wizard101.com so I can get a raise. Kind of continuing the trend of like, I hate my job. I deserve more from KingsIsle. And people are going along with this like, I truly don't know what to believe. Like, is it actually a KI employee? I don't think that KingsIsle is going to address this publicly. All they've done is they said like the servers are going down for maintenance to take care of this unexpected issue. And then like 7 or 8 hours later, they say, we resolved it, for now until we can implement a permanent fix. But is that actually it? Like, are they going to give us more information on whether or not this was a hacker from outside of Wizard101, like KingsIsle office, or was it someone that actually worked at KingsIsle? Because obviously they no longer are going to be working there after this. But it is hilarious to me to think of it being an actual KI employee that's sitting there at like, I think it was like 8 p.m. like when I was looking through it, and just sitting there like Friday night, I'm done. I'm not going to work here anymore. I'm going to send out all these messages to the players before I get fired. So I don't know. That's pretty funny. We also have this Walter White copy pasta from Breaking Bad. My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at whatever, Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is my confession. So, kind of just memeing here with some of these. This one is really funny to me because I can just imagine all the players standing around in the commons during this time and getting this message. And it says, we apologize for the ongoing issues. All impacted players will receive compensation in the form of 60,000 crowns. What's funny about this is I was looking through the tweet when they put out saying it was all resolved, and players were actually asking for compensation after this, even though the server downtime wasn't even that much, but people were actually asking for compensation. I don't know if they were asking for 60,000 crowns, but that is hilarious. And then we also have this message that was, the person with rogue access has been dealt with and will be taken care of. This one is hilarious to me because it's like they got access back to the system and then they send this out, and then them saying something like, will be taken care of. Like, can you imagine if this was actually real? Like, someone was in the KingsIsle offices, like on a computer with dev access, sending out these commands, and then they find him and they like, I don't know, they like duct tape him to a chair or something so he can't like send out more messages or like whatever. But that is hilarious to me. Just like think of that scenario. Obviously it probably didn't happen because I personally don't think it was a rogue KI employee, but if that actually ends up happening, I'll be surprised, and it'll be even more hilarious if this was some disgruntled employee. Yeah, this whole scenario, like, I understand why the media picked up on this so hard because it's really funny. Like, there is a PC Gamer article titled "Disgruntled Employee Spams Players of 14-Year-Old MMO with Profanity-Laden Official Notifications." The fact that these messages in game are the server-wide messages, they're official, like, only KingsIsle can send these messages, so obviously it was either a hacker or a real KI employee. I would like for KingsIsle to address this in a post or something. And I think they should, especially after seeing things like this PC Gamer article, the fact that the tweet from somebody talking about this got 80,000 likes. Like, that is going viral on Twitter. So is this a good thing for Wizard101? In a way, it kind of is, because this puts Wiz in a spotlight. Sure, it's not the best spotlight, but this could definitely get people to come back to the game if they see this tweet with so many likes that went viral. They see, you know, these articles from, you know, gaming news outlets. I also saw that Moist Critical posted a video going over the messages and stuff too, because it's just funny to see these messages with the profanity and stuff in this game that everyone knows as being child friendly. It's the family friendly MMO, right? Wizard101. So that is just, it's just great. Like, so if Wiz gets some exposure from this, great. I don't really care. Like, I don't know if it made more people like download the game and play it. I have no idea. I'm playing on, you know, Saturday night, and there's 1 full realm, 3 crowded. But regardless of all that, Wiz did get some exposure from this. There was also a tweet from Mattnetic, who still follows a bunch of Wiz people probably, so he saw that Wizard101 was getting hacked, and he tweeted out, "Working at 2 previous MMO companies, we knew who and where nefarious actors were within 15 minutes. Same day, authorities took action. Random food for thought." Then he puts shrug and wizard emoji. So Mattnetic kind of saw this. He's been around MMO and worked with MMO games for a long time, and he's since moved on to work on The Sims. But there's definitely been times in Wizards history where they've gotten hacked, maybe not in this public of a way, but there's definitely been times where I personally have been affected by Wizard101 getting hacked. I don't think some of those times were publicly, you know, talked about. It doesn't seem like they usually are. But yeah, there was definitely some exploits in this game that have happened where people get into the system and yeah, do some bad things to players in game or like cause havoc. I don't know if you guys remember, but there also was another instance of KingsIsle's employee accounts getting taken over on the forums. And I personally think that time was a lot worse than this, because when people got into KI employee accounts on the forums, they posted way worse stuff than this person is posting through the server messages. So this is different where the actual game was hacked, but this isn't the first time that Wizard101 has had exploits and hacking issues. But this might not even be a hack. If it was just a KI employee like on their own account which has access to sending these messages, then yeah, that's not that's just something for KI to solve on their own. I like the story that it's an employee, but I feel like it's just someone that got into the system and got dev access and then was able to send these. But I would like an official response from KingsIsle. At the end of the PC Gamer article, they did say they reached out for KingsIsle for comment, and they'll update the article if they actually get a response. I don't know if KingsIsle would respond to something like that. I wish they would just kind of come up with their own statement and say like, oh yeah, it was a hacker or it was a ex-employee. So let me know what you guys think of this. I just, as you could tell from me laughing through all this, like, I thought it was hilarious. You know, it's a meme. This is going to be meme for a while now. Like, people are using these server messages as memes in different places, and it's just been great. Like, this is this is probably the biggest like Wiz news that's going to reach mass media that we've seen in a long time. So that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments, and we'll see what happens. I mean, is KI gonna respond? I really hope they do. But we probably wouldn't get a response anyway until Monday, but we will see. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on your way out if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.